Hari Om. Welcome back to Vedanta Jnana Yagna, the 43rd week. Shall we begin with a small invocation? Please join me. समस्त जन कल्याणी निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ हरि ॐ. In the last session, we left our session by the 5 different kinds of faiths. And today we pick it up from the first one itself, that is faith in Vedas. So, what are Vedas? In the past we have explained already, Vedas are the authority on which we, all of us, study our knowledge. Of course, Vedas have both the branches, the worldly knowledge, which is called the Bahiranga or Karmakanda, and of course also that which is the Antaranga, the knowledge of Brahma Vidya, which is the knowledge of the self. We are focused only on the knowledge of the self. The Shastras say that any person who wishes to reach the highest goal, the goal of self-realization, for such a student, for such a sadhaka, sadhana is necessary. And the first step towards that sadhana is to study the Vedas every day. Oh, studying Vedas, and if I am not wrong, Vedas are in Sanskrit, that too the ancient old manner of Sanskrit. How would I read it? How would I understand it? These questions have been answered before, that Vedas have been simplified for us by our great rishis, by our great masters who have given pravachana. Pravachana means those dialogues which the Vedas speak. In our language the Gurus have spoken. And such texts, all such texts which have one, the main topic as Brahma Vidya, the knowledge of the self. 2, it also contains the path, how to reach to that knowledge. Those books which, those pravachans which, those masters who speak of these two knowledge, they are considered to be scriptures, they are considered to be Vedas. Therefore, taking up Bhagavad Gita, for us, Bhagavad Gita is the live example of how a man of action, Arjuna, in the middle of battlefield, his own vocation, he was a warrior. He stopped performing his action. He got confused. And how Sri Krishna, in the middle of the battlefield, explained to him Brahma Vidya. This is what Bhagavad Gita is about. Bhagavad Gita is not about a war situation. It is the situation which we as human beings go through every single day of life. Arjuna's vocation was war, was a warrior's vocation. Our vocation is living in this life every single day, going to our job, going to our friends, to our community, to our family. There our minds get confused. And this is where so beautifully Bhagavad Gita has explained that those who read scriptures daily, all their questions, confusions are answered. Therefore, reading the scriptures, the Upanishads, Bhagavad Gita, Vedas is the first step towards understanding what this Brahma Vidya is all about. There are two steps to knowledge. The first step is called as your mind has to be pure, purity of mind. The second step is the knowledge has to be clear, clarity of knowledge, purity and clarity. These are the two steps which Brahma Vidya, especially Brahma Vidya, requires. That your mind has to be pure, your goal has to be clear. Only then, in that pure mind, this knowledge dawns. Why? What you read is not knowledge. What you hear is not knowledge. What you speak is not knowledge of the self. The knowledge of the self is an experience of that. And that can only dawn in a person who has both, one, purity of mind and clarity of knowledge. All these steps that we are going to be speaking, they are taking us towards these two only. That's why I'm repeating once again. One, the purity of your mind. Mind means your heart. You have to be a pure-hearted person. Second, the clarity of what you are learning, what you are studying, what you are aiming to go to reach to, has to be there. Moving further, the first step was daily studies of your scriptures. If I take up biology as my subject, then I study biology. And when I go back home, if I do only carpentry the whole day, how much do you think I will be able to follow? I will follow, but a very little. But imagine, after studying biology in my college, when I go back home, if I am an apprentice to a doctor, to a professor, whose work is biology, then what happens is my entire faculty, the body, the mind, the intellect, my whole self becomes one with biology. Isn't it? That means what you study, you work in that. This is exactly what you have to do. What Vedas tell you to do, do those things in your life. Don't just read and forget. Don't just study and forget. Don't just listen and forget. Work on those. Walk on that path. First, study. Second, follow that path. Third, do your actions in accordance to what Vedas are explaining to. It's a necessity. If I learn to drive, which I have learned in India, and these days I have been driving in Europe, especially in Switzerland, what am I doing? I am driving, but all the rules and regulations are different. The driving side is different. The turnings are different. The signboards are different. I have to adopt, change, and follow the new set of rules. But am I not driving? I am driving. Was I not driving before? I was driving before. But what is the difference now? I am studying those driving rules and regulations which are governed in this country, and I follow. In the same way, your entire life action that you are doing should be in accordance to what the scriptures are saying. At the same time, the most important aspect, remember Karma Yoga, the second aspect, do every action, but don't own the action. What to do? Surrender it to the Lord, to the Almighty. This is a very important step in today's understanding. Our session today is specifically focused on this part, that no matter what you do in life, no matter at what stage in life you are, no matter at what station you are in, surrender all your action to that Lord. let go attitude. Learn to give. As so beautifully said earlier by Gurudev, and let me repeat today, that you can give without loving anybody. Somebody is walking on the road and you just give something. But can you love somebody without giving? It is impossible. The real meaning of love is giving. What is devotion? Devotion means you give your own self. That is the highest giving. Therefore, start giving. First, love others. Slowly you will start loving different things. Look around you. The nature is so beautiful. Start loving the nature. Learn how to love. And slowly, then your mind will transform from loving the nature to loving the one who has created this nature. And that is called devotion. In today's session, we take a Madhya Viram over here. But very quickly, let me recap. There are 4 things we spoke today. 1, for a sadhaka, for a student of Brahma Vidya who wishes to reach that goal. If you don't wish to reach that goal, this is not this talk for you. But for those who wish to reach that goal, Brahma Vidya, self-knowledge, self-realization, the first step is studying the Vedas, the Upanishads, the Bhagavad Gita, those knowledge books which tell you what the truth is and show you the path to reach there. Second, that what the path tells you to walk upon, you walk those paths. Third, what path you are walking, let that path, the entire goal, be aware all the time in your mind. And fourth, surrender to the will of God. Surrender every action, every deed that you have to that Ishvara, to that Bhagwan, to the Self, to Brahman. Let me take a Madhya Viram here today. We shall meet in the next session with next 4-5 steps. These are our last few sessions for the Vedanta Jnana Yajna. I sincerely pray to all that pay attention and follow what has been studied. Kindly join me in thanking Bhagwan, in thanking Gurudev, in thanking our parents for making us able to do this what we are. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamādāya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Hari Om. I shall be waiting for you in the next session.